Hello, I'm Maria Patel, Chief Data and Analytics Officer at HorizonCare. In our continued effort to drive better outcomes through preventative and quality care, we must ensure that our data is not only trusted, but also easily discoverable and traceable. In this video, I'll show how we use Informatica's cloud data governance and catalog, specifically the catalog and lineage capabilities, to empower our teams with clarity and confidence in the data they rely on every day. Let's explore how CDGC helps us navigate critical healthcare data with purpose and precision. Here's what we'll cover in today's session. We'll begin with an overview of the CDGC catalog and how it helps HorizonCare discover and manage critical data for preventative and quality care. Next, we'll explore data lineage and how visibility into upstream and downstream flows strengthens our trust in data. We'll then touch on data profiling and classifications, tools that enhance how we understand data patterns and protect sensitive information. And finally, we'll walk through a business scenario centered on a real use case, identifying patient and provider data needed to improve outcomes for HorizonCare's measures like hemoglobin A1C control. Let's get started. As Chief Data and Analytics Officer at HorizonCare, my focus is on improving preventative and quality care for our patients. One of the ways we do that is by identifying and analyzing data related to care site demographics and provider certifications, helping us make informed decisions about where care is delivered and by whom. In this session, I'll show how we use Informatica's cloud data catalog to discover, evaluate, and curate the data that supports these goals, making sure the right care is delivered at the right place, at the right time. As part of our preventative care efforts at HorizonCare, we rely on several core features within Informatica cloud data governance and catalog. We start with the glossary, where we define key clinical terms, metrics, policies, and processes. This ensures everyone, from analysts to executives, uses consistent language and definitions across the organization. Then we move into the catalog, which is central to this demo. The catalog allows us to extract metadata from various systems and enrich it with profiling results, classifications, and glossary associations. It's how we make our data searchable, understandable, and trustworthy. Finally, we use enhancements to tailor the experience, things like data quality monitoring, custom fields, dashboards, and workflow approvals. These add flexibility and governance needed to scale our data stewardship across teams. Together, these features form the foundation that supports our mission, delivering proactive, quality care backed by trusted data. To support preventative care, we must first locate and understand the data that can inform our strategies. That's where the data catalog comes in. The catalog serves as our central hub, allowing us to scan, organize, and make sense of data assets across the enterprise. Even without direct access to the data itself, users can easily discover where key information lives, understand how it's connected, and determine whether it's trustworthy. For example, if I'm looking for patient data related to diabetes screenings, I can quickly find the relevant dataset, view associated relationships, and even see glossary terms or data quality rules attached. This centralized view is critical to ensuring our teams are using the right data to make proactive, informed decisions about care. Now that we've cataloged our assets, the next step is understanding how that data flows across systems. Data lineage helps us trace the journey of data, from its source, through transformations, all the way to reports or dashboards. This visibility is essential for ensuring the right data is used in the right context. In a preventative care initiative, for example, we may want to track how a patient's lab result, like hemoglobin A1C, moves from a raw source file through curated datasets and ultimately into analytics used for HorizonCare's reporting. Lineage helps us validate that process, identify data gaps, and build trust in our results. Once we've identified where our data lives and how it flows, the next step is to assess its quality. That's where data profiling comes in. Profiling helps us get a baseline understanding of our data structure, things like null values, distinct values, data patterns, and outliers. This step is especially critical in preventative care initiatives. For instance, when working with hemoglobin A1C results, we need to ensure that lab values are consistently recorded and complete. Gaps in this data can lead to missed HorizonCare measure targets and ultimately delays in patient care. With Informatica, we can quickly profile large volumes of data and pinpoint where cleanup or standardization is needed. After profiling, we take the next step in building trust, classifying the data. Informatica's cloud data governance and catalog allows us to automatically identify and tag data elements based on type, sensitivity, or purpose. This makes it easier to organize and govern data at scale. For our preventative care efforts, like tracking hemoglobin A1C levels, it's essential that lab results, diagnosis codes, and patient attributes are properly classified. This helps our teams quickly locate and use the right data while ensuring compliance and protecting sensitive information. It's another way we bring clarity and control to our data landscape. Let's bring it all together with a real-world example. As Chief Data and Analytics Officer at HorizonCare, I searched for the term test date, a critical element in evaluating diabetes care. Using Informatica's cloud data governance and catalog, I was able to quickly locate this term within the Gold Healthcare Insurance dataset. No manual digging. No emails back and forth. With trusted, well-organized metadata, I could instantly find what I needed and focus on improving care outcomes, not searching for data. Now that we've seen how Informatica's data catalog supports preventative care initiatives, let's walk through a quick demo. I'll show you how HorizonCare uses the catalog to search for key clinical terms, explore metadata, and understand how data is connected across systems. Let's take a closer look inside the platform. Let's begin by searching for a critical clinical term, test date. This value is tied to the glossary term HbA1c result date and helps us track blood sugar levels over time and is a core component in diabetes care quality metrics. Immediately, we're presented with catalog results that match our search, including columns, datasets, and glossary terms. We can see that HbA1c result date is part of a dataset called Gold Healthcare Insurance. This is exactly the information we were hoping to find: lab test result data for patients in our preventative care programs. From the Overview tab, we can review key details such as when this data was last scanned, who owns it, and how it's classified. Now, let's explore how this data connects across our environment. The Relationships tab visualizes the schema, tables, and columns associated with this asset, helping users understand how this information fits within the broader ecosystem. We can clearly see how the test date column links to HbA1c result date business term, data quality rules, and its table of origin. Next, we can inspect the profiling results. We can review data completeness, null values, and value distribution, giving us an early signal on whether this field is ready for downstream use, like reporting, care alerts, or analytics. This demonstration highlights the power of Informatica's catalog. One unified search, contextual metadata, intelligent relationships, and built-in quality insights. It's how HorizonCare empowers our teams to deliver better care with better data. That concludes our exploration of the Informatica data catalog and how HorizonCare uses it to support preventative and quality care, like tracking HbA1c results for diabetes management. But our journey doesn't stop here. Up next, we'll explore Cloud Data Marketplace and how it empowers clinical and operational teams with secure, self-service access to trusted data, enabling faster decisions and more informed care planning. We'll also introduce Cloud Data Access Management, which provides fine-grained, role-based access control to ensure only the right users can view or use sensitive patient information. And finally, we'll highlight how Informatica and Databricks work better together, bringing governed, high-quality data directly into the analytics and AI environments where our data scientists and care analysts work every day. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to continuing our journey towards smarter, more connected healthcare data.